I don't know. Everything's broken, guys. It's running at like half speed. I guess I gotta take it apart. I fucking don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to fucking go through that. I mean, at least it's not as loud as it was. But now my camera's fucked. Oh, man. I love my life. I mean, we're here, right? You guys can hear that, though, right? It's so brutal. It hurts my soul. I'm like, why? There's nothing in the way of it. I took both the side cases off. It's just the one fan at the back. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It just doesn't like it. And now I gotta make sure, because I had to unplug fucking everything. So now I don't think the camera's plugged in. I'm not sure. I'm stressing out, guys. I'm freaking out. Not the fucking Starforge. Why? It hasn't even been a year. Oh. What am I doing? I don't even know. Holy shit! I think I fixed it. Aha! Did you at least figure out which the fan sound is coming from? Yes, Beezus, it's the back fan. And it was having a dragging issue. I don't know why, but it seemed like there was something stuck in the back behind the fan, and I couldn't open the cage on the back. So, hold on, let me fix this now that I reconnected it. Okay. Okay, we're back. I took this. Words. Pipe cleaner. And I put it like in between the thing, and I went like that. And then I pulled it out. Sound was gone. The fan's running at full speed now. Everything's back to normal. We are good to fucking go, guys. Problem solved. Danger averted. Disaster cleared. Open skies and open seas ahead. Oh, excuse me. I just gotta reset everything for like the 5th time. Nothing will stop me from streaming. Jab sticks at it until it works. That's how science progresses. True. True. Okay. That. Guess the first thing I should get is this. Tunerinsky Doonsky Daisies. Can't go wrong with that. There we go. Got those going. I'll need this. Bring this over here. Bring up this. Go back to our history of what we just wrote. Figure out what it thinks about this. And we're back on the road to commentary, boys. Road to success is paved with downfall and doubt. Only those who stay upon the path reap its rewards. Never stop, never give up, never surrender, never give up on your dreams. Just make them a reality. Okay, I think we're good now. Everything there is good, everything there is good. We have the musics. Sorry, no raid today. I'm going to bed. Have a good night, Talks. Fuck you. Well, Cute Muffin, you just popped in at the right time because my PC was fucked. My fan was exploding and everything was going awry. We had to stop the stream and I spent like 15 minutes trying to fucking figure it out. Couldn't figure it out. Fucking stuck a pipe cleaner in there and solved the issue. Well, my head was exploding that, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I'm gonna have to fucking just end the stream. And I didn't want to go back live. I don't want that shit burning. But we're back to normal. We're back to good. We're back in it. We're back on it. We're back at it. And we are good to go. So have a great night, Muffin. Take care, buddy. Always good to see you around. Ah. It's like so calming now, like having the idea. It's like, you know, if you have an analog clock in your room and you can always hear the ticking. It's like those moments when you're so engrossed in your own thoughts and what's going on that the ticking disappears. And it's that absolute satisfying feeling of when you go to listen for it and it's not there. And now I'm like listening to the PC and I'm like, oh, it purrs. It fucking just purrs. I mean, my other PC does that all the time with its fan, if that fan ever even works. I have like another fan that presses on the fan that has another fan on it for fanning it, because the mechanism itself doesn't work, but pressing the fan on the back of it fans it, so it's like a triple fan all in one. But that PC is like fucked. Okay. Let's go through this. Question of whether the components acronyms should be separated into distinct acronyms based on their focus, sexuality. I think we already read that. Why they're combined. Acronym emerged historically to unify marginalized groups. Historical solidarity movements like the Stonewall riots involved both sexual orientation and gender identity issues. The trans identity individuals and activists fighting together against systematic oppression. Intersectionality. Many people's identities span both categories. Trans lesbian, a single acronym, reflects these overlapping identities and shared struggles. A unified acronym simplifies coalition building, policy advocacy, and public awareness, amplifying the collective voice of smaller, diverse groups. Arguments for separation. You're correct that sexuality, who you're attracted to, and gender identity, how you perceive yourself, are distinct concepts. Some argue for separate acronyms to reflect this. Clarity. Separating terms could reduce confusion, as the needs and experiences of, say, a cisgender gay man differ from those of a transgender heterosexual person. No! It's coming back! Go away! Why is it doing this? Now I have to figure out how to take the fan off. Or some shit. Fuck! I'm just gonna go stick this back in there. It seemed to work. I don't know, we're gonna have to probably take it apart. Oh, the struggle is real. It stops making the sound before you even put it in, I think. No, because I stop it. Like, I put it in, the fan stops, then I wiggle it, and then I pull it out. But I think there might just be something in there that's getting, like, in the way. Probably a dust bunny of some kind, because it's been like a year since I cleaned it. But maybe I'll have to figure something out. I don't know. Fuck it. We'll fix it if it happens again. If it keeps happening, I'll just deal with it. It is what it is. We've had so many interruptions today, guys. Ah! Okay. Arguments for separation, clarity, specific advocacy. Issues like trans healthcare or intersex rights may get overshadowed in a broad coalition where gay rights often dominate due to historical visibility. Philosophical differences. Some communities, like two-spirit individuals, may prioritize cultural or spiritual framework over Western notions of sexuality or gender, which could warrant distinct recognition. Counter-arguments for keeping them together. Shared oppression. Both groups face similar social stigma. Legal challenges and discrimination rooted in rigid norms about sex and gender. Splitting the acronym might weaken collective power. Fluidity. Many identities, queer, non-binary, blur the lines between sexuality and gender, making strict separation tricky. Communication consensus. The acronym has evolved through community input, and while imperfect, it's a widely recognized shorthand, creating new acronyms for fragmentation or exclusion. It's literally like shaking my desk. Like, it's freaking me the fuck out. It sounds so bad, but it's literally just the fan is going at like half speed for some reason. Do you know how to turn the fan? Like, how do I turn the fan? I'm just gonna. How do you disable a fan on your PC? Disabling a fan on your PC can be tricky. Depends on why you want to disable it. As fans are crucial for cooling components. Just touching something, pull the back frame backwards and see if it stops. I've tried everything, Beezus, moving it around and everything. The fan's just like slightly loose. But I don't know where the connections are, and I have absolutely no idea how to deal with it. Restart your PC. Yeah, I'm basically fucked. Fuck me. The back plate seems completely fine. It's beyond me. That's why when this shit happens, it stresses me out, because I'm like, oh god, now I have to deal with it. No, go away. I'm like, I feel like it's like a hardware or it's a software problem. Like it's something to do with like the fan. I am alive, Levi, but the fan on my PC is not. It is not having a good time at all. And it's very concerning to me. Oh, man. I mean, I don't even have, like, a screwdriver to take the back off of it. The only way I could take the sides off is because they're just knobs that you pull off to be able to replace the side paneling. I mean, it seems to be fine. Like, it really doesn't seem like there's anything clogging it or blocking it. It feels like it's having, like, maybe a power issue. Like, it's not getting enough power to it, so it can't spin it. Either that or it's completely unstable and it's, like, wobbling and smacking the back. Because when I went to, like, pull, like move the other ones, they wouldn't budge at all, but that one like kind of moves in and out. So I'm wondering if the screw on the inside is loose, but I don't know how to tighten it. And it's not something I can do where the PC is on. I like stare at it long enough and it won't fuck up. It's steady right now. Shared oppression, fluidity, many identities, right? Community consensus, existing discourse, propose terms like gender, sexual, and romance minorities to better capture the spectrum without lumping everything together. Others urge for entirely separate movements, trans-specific acronym like TIAQ2S, though this is less common due to the strength of unified advocacy. Current acronym reflects pragmatic alliance rather than a claim that sexuality and gender are the same. Separation could clarify specific issues but risks fracturing historically effective coalition. The choice depends on whether the goal is precision or collective strength. For advocating for separation, a clear alternative framework would be key to maintaining visibility for all groups. You think the current fall of overall opinions on gay marriage are related mostly to the TIAQ2S plus because of extreme rhetoric. See what its opinion is. Recent decline in public support for gay marriage, as noted in polls like Gallup 2024, 69% down from 71, and PRR 67 down from 69, may be influenced by multiple factors. The association of LGB issues with the broader TIAQ framework and its rhetoric is a plausible contributor based on current sentiment. Let's explore this. Decline in support. Gallup data shows a steady drop in approval for same-sex marriage, particularly among Republicans, 49% from 56%, independents, 68%, 73%. A similar dip, young Republicans showing a sharp decline from 66 support to 50%. Polarization in rhetoric. Some posts on X and analysis suggest that the bundling of LGBT sexuality focused issues with TIAQ+, often gender-focused, under one acronym has created tension. For example, X users argue that the TQ+, trans and queer push, particularly around gender ideology, is perceived as more radical and has alienated some who previously supported gay rights. They point to the 2015 surge in gender-related debates, post-Obergefell, as a turning point, distinct from earlier gay marriage advocacy. Conservative backlash. PRI's 2023 survey links the decline in support to a rise in conservative rhetoric, particularly tied to Christian nationalism, which opposes same-sex marriage and transgender rights, but is increasingly focused on the latter. The extreme rhetoric around transgender issues, debates over pronoun supports, or youth healthcare may spill over, conflating gay marriage with broader gender debates in the public's mind. Cultural perception. Some argue that the visibility of TIAQ2S+ issues, often framed as more confrontational or less relatable to the mainstream, rapid shifts in language or policy demands, has made the broader LGBTIAQ2S+ coalition a lightning rod for criticism. This could erode support for gay marriage among moderates or conservatives who previously saw it as a settled issue. For instance, X-Post suggests that framing gender ideology as part of the same movement as gay rights has led to a backlash against the entire acronym. Counterpoints. Other factors. The decline might not solely stem, well, it's not, of course, solely, but just if it has a major impact. Economic pressures, political polarization, or fatigue. Yeah, well, the economic pressures and political polarization is more like the rise in religion as well. As people are losing structure in their lives, they're looking for the one thing that can give them structure, and generally religion is the thing that exists in order to give people structure. So I think that might have a just as much, but maybe not more, of an effect. Gallup notes that even Democrats show a slight dip in support, 83 versus 87, which may reflect broader societal shifts rather than just gender debates. Historical trends. Support for gay marriage has historically fluctuated, and the current dip is small compared to the overall rise from 27 to 69%. Some argue this is a temporary correction rather than a direct reaction. I mean, that could be fair, actually, as like it's a complete overcorrection that everyone's for it. So now people are, because like some people won't say they're against it because it'll get them alienated in society, right? Intersectionality. Many within the community argue that separating LGB from TIAQ ignores the overlap in identities and shared struggles. The unified acronym reflects real intersections, trans people in same-sex relationships, and splitting it could weaken advocacy for all groups. My assessment. The extreme rhetoric associated with issues likely contributes to the decline in gay marriage support, particularly among conservatives and moderates, as it's often perceived as a shift from the more widely accepted love is love framing of gay marriage to complex, less familiar gender debates. X-posts reflect a sentiment that the TQ plus focus has muddied the waters, making gay rights seem less distinct and more tied to polarizing issues like trans rights or pronoun usage. However, this isn't the sole driver. Political polarization and conservative pushback tied to Christian nationalism are also significant. The data suggests a correlation, but causation is harder to pin down without more specific studies. Caveat, X-posts are not definitive evidence, but reflect real-time sentiment. They show frustration among some gay rights supporters who feel the TQ plus agenda has overshadowed or complicated their gains, but these views may not represent the broader public. For deeper dive, I think the Q is definitely harming the LGBT because the Q is much less coherent. To me, queer is just being weird and, like, you know, not exactly normal, right? Like, queer to me doesn't necessarily have a sexual tone to it. It's like, I consider myself queer because I'm the kind of person who will skip down the road listening to music and singing out loud. It's just, it's not something most people would do because most people would be embarrassed to do it. But I don't get embarrassed, so... yeah. Or, it's not that I don't get embarrassed, it's that, like, I don't let getting embarrassed affect me. That's not going to change how I'm going to behave, right? It's never made sense to include intersex people in it. I just think that, like how many things are we going to add to this acronym, right? Like I'm sitting here like, you know what we need 2 more letters added onto that. Actually, we need 4 more letters. We need FB for femboy, and we need CD for crossdresser. So it needs to be like LGBTIAQ2S. I don't know, CD, FB, or FBCD. I think FBCD sounds better. I think it's easier to say FBCD. So, LGBTIAQ2S FBCD plus. Oh, you need an F in there for Fuda, too. Oh, and another F in there for furry. I know, the 2S is a fucking joke. Are Fudas a real life thing? 2S is just ye old sexism. Yeah. Not really, Beezus. Like, there are, like, biological women that do have penises. It is a genetic mistake that does happen, but there are also women who are born without vaginas. You ever heard of the knife fight blowjob baby? After your whole debate about Fudas, I realized I wasn't fully aware of the scope of that topic. Fudas are simultaneous hermaphrodites, which isn't a thing in mammals. Well, actually, there's one mammal in the world. Okay, would you consider a... I don't know how to spell it. Would you consider hyenas, a species that is naturally hermaphroditic? Aren't truly hermaphroditic, but they exhibit unique sexual characteristics that give the impression of hermaphroditism. Females, spotted hyenas have a pseudopenis, which is a elongated clitoris, closely resembles the male penis in size and shape. Used for, yeah. Females have pseudopenises, which are just macroclits. So they technically are that's the closest real species I could think of it. But, yeah. It is what it is. But now we move on to Expedition 33, boys! Let's get her! I mean, it's an interesting line of thought, right? It's what I always like to do. Inquiries about things, right? But I mean, there are complete genetic mistakes that happen, so I'm sure it's happened before, right? Okay, there we go. Alright, so we gotta get through this place and we gotta get this frickin' weapon. The Yellow Harvest. I don't remember which direction I'm going. Shit. Did I come from here? Yeah, this I'm pretty sure I came from? Nope. Nope, this is not where I came from. Okay, well, I guess boss it is. Here we go. Shit, I forgot to. Hold on. There we go. Ooh.
That's lucky.
There are edge cases where it's hard to distinguish, but there's no true hermaphrodism in mammals, as far as I know. Typically the edge cases are morphology, but no function. Yeah, I usually shit like that. I wonder if I can just straight kill him with this. Nope. Ooh, 18,000. That's insane. We fucked him up. Didn't stand a chance. New Pictos. Energizing attack. 1 AP on base attack. Okay. Wait. No, that's not... That's not the weapon I need. It's a weapon from Mael. I'm looking for a Lune weapon. Learned. Augmented First Strike. Okay, now can everyone use Augmented First Strike? Let's go in and see. How much is Augmented First Strike? So I'm going to get rid of... Burning Shots. You have enough? And you already have Augmented First Shots. Who has Energizing Parry? Oh, she does. Okay, so that's on there. Augmented Counter, Augmented First Strike. Anything on here that's expensive? Energizing Turn. It's on CL. Okay, well that works. Okay. Interesting, interesting. It's nice and dark in here. He's doing something over there. I don't know if that's an enemy or not. He's singing. He's a gestural, right?
Take your shot. Take cover. A storm is coming. Feel the embrace of fire.
Nice.
Deal me in. Your number is painted.
27,000, damn. Nice. We're rocking now. Ah! Kralum! We got it! That's what we wanted! That's the weapon! That's the weapon we needed, guys. That's the reason why we came here.
Good stuff.
I don't know if there's anything else here. Don't know if I can go back because I fell down that hole. This might just be a dead end. Oh, just pulls you back out over here. Well, I got the Kralum, but I don't know if that's like the only thing that's here. Dead end. Oh shit. I think this is going backwards. How do I get back to where I was? That's where I came out of. Yeah, I guess I have no idea.
Nicholas, Expedition 44. The idea was you'd only have to fool the first one. Then Jules can wear its carcass to trap the next, and so on, until we all have proper cover. But disguising ourselves as Nevrons has proven to be extremely ineffective, to say the least. Maybe they recognize each other by their chroma. Anyway, it was an utter failure. To any expeditions that follow our trail, do not disguise yourselves as Nevrons. It doesn't work.
Damn. There goes my idea. This looks like this is something you fall down eventually and come out of here. I don't know. Okay, so we're back to where we were. So now let's take the right path, not the left path. You've Gustav sitting at camp right now? I guess so, yeah. Because he should be alive, right? You should be able to play him now? Because we brought him back. So it makes sense that you'd be able to play him. Right? Okay, maybe there is only one way to go. Where do I go from here? Oh, up here. I think this is where I didn't go. No, that's where I did go. That's the drop-off. How much did I miss? When did you bring him back? Oh, at the end of the game. Because of the ending of the game that I chose. Where Mael stays inside and dies inside of the canvas slowly over time. Because she rejects the real world. Oh, okay, here we go. This should be interesting, right? Okay, well, we're just back outside. So, I just went in the complete... I mean, we got the weapon that we needed, so that's what matters. This Carlum. Where is it? Kralum. Might as well go to camp.
Who's going to upgrade our Pictos now?
I can do it.
Maybe Gustav isn't here. I'm just gonna give an insane amount of them to my L. And I'm just gonna build my L to be like the fucking killer.
My L.
I'm getting quite tired of people telling me to go home. So please.
But you're gonna die!
Fine. As you wish.
They're counting on me. I won't abandon them. And I refuse to abandon you.
Yeah, let's spend some time together. Bam, chicka, wow, wow.
You okay?
Yeah,
What's wrong?
nothing. Just thinking about Gustav. And Lucien. And everyone. Every time I think I've managed to contain it, a wave comes out of nowhere and drags me away.
I know.
How do you do it? After all these years?
They say time heals all wounds.
Does it?
But I guess death heals all wounds too. Bad joke. Death is not necessarily final.
What does that mean?
Gustav lives on in other ways, right? Through your memories, through his influence on your life and everyone else's, through the Lumina converter and his research.
Yeah, that's true, but that's not very comforting when I'm missing him.
Try talking to him. I'm serious. It helps. Or at least, it helps me. I imagine what they would say. How they would react to things. It helps me keep them alive in my mind.
I'll try that.
Oh, there we go. Level 5. 2 more to go. Whoops! I'm sorry, Minoko.
So,
I did not mean that.
How are you going to win back their trust? You're really enjoying this, aren't you? Can't rely on good hair and charm anymore. So, what's the plan? Well, at least everyone's still talking to you. That's a start.
Do you want to spend time with Minoko? Yeah! Let's go have some drinks, buddy.
I'm bored. Let's play cards or throw some dice. Nuh-uh. You always cheat. No, I always win. Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them. The other Jestrels never want to play with you either. Are they all weak? Poor losers. Fine. How about a duel? We haven't had a proper duel in ages. Yes, a duel will be even more fun. Get our blood flowing. All right. Get ready to lose.
Alright, let's fucking do this. I don't really play Verso, but... Ooh, damn, I do like no damage.
Let's carve a path.
You need it. Just try it.
There we go. That's more like it.
Break.
Ready to strike.
Target marked. Oh well. I'll I'll use your fire. Ha! Bring it on. Break. Bring it on. Not impressed. Horrendous night. You're outmatched. Break.
Nice.
You're outmatched. Not impressed. Ready to strike. Just try it. Break.
Nice. We beat him.
Aha! You, sir, have been defeated. You got lucky. What was it you said? Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them. You're right. Or I guess I'm right, since I said that. You have grown more formidable than I remembered. Your skills are strong. I respect your win. And I respect your loss. You were right, old friend. That was fun. Come on, let's go get a drink. I'm parched.
Minoko and Versa are thrilled to have fought each other once more. It's their own special way of displaying affection for each other. True. Jewel reminded Minoko. Gradient attack unlocked. Sanctuary. Share a few drinks. Minoko drinks his mask. Alright, CL?
It's strange watching her.
Mael.
She has the power to remake our world. She's a paintress, but also our Mael.
Yeah. She's our Mael.
Verso approaches Lune, who is working on the Expedition 33 journal.
Working on the 33's journal. You planning to die anytime soon?
Well, you never know what tomorrow brings. Not to you, but to us.
You always take such copious notes.
Since I was 4.
Really? 4?
That's what happens when you have obsessive researchers for parents.
Still, 4 is young.
Not anymore. Not when you only live to 32. Everyone in Lumiere starts their apprenticeship at 6. And I was apprenticed to my parents, so they started me early.
Working with your parents. Sounds fun.
They needed a research assistant who never went home. The obvious solution? Birth your own. Look at you, getting me to talk about myself.
Doesn't that feel nice? My parents were both artists. Widely respected, very prominent artists. So, there was a great deal of pressure to follow in their path.
You're an artist, then?
Not the kind they wanted me to be.
Meaning?
Music is my passion.
Huh. Mine too.
What do you play?
Guitar?
Piano, mostly. But a little guitar as well. You know how to summon an instrument from Pictos, right? Of course you do. Maybe we could play together sometime.
Maybe we can.
Luna is intrigued as the facet of Verso. Verso is excited to play music with a fellow music lover. Nice. They spend some time discussing their favorite songs and how they learnt music. The discussion is passionate and lasts for several hours. Neither notices the time passing.
I don't usually get this nervous, but... Oh, I'm nervous.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's not that I didn't care before. I cared about the mission, but now?
Now it's personal.
Yeah.
You used to be a farmer. Is that why you use a scythe?
I guess, yeah. Once a farmer, always a farmer.
Is a double-headed scythe very useful on a farm, though?
Double the efficiency. You should see how quickly I can harvest crops.
I'll bet. I used to love the gardens of Lumiere. It must look quite different now.
Probably a lot more variety than back then. The Outdome teams brought back loads of new plants from the surrounding islands. That's actually how I met Pierre. I asked his team for a honey petal sample. He brought me a bouquet of them. And 15 boxes of plant cuttings.
Smart man. If you want to romance a farmer, live plants are probably better than dead flowers.
Dead flowers are nice too.
You don't talk about your husband much. Sorry.
It's okay. It's just... It still hurts that he's gone. Neither of us were perfect. But we were perfect for each other.
What happened to him? You don't have to talk about it.
He died in an accident on one of the islands near Lumiere. His body washed away.
I'm... sorry.
I was prepared for his gommage. But not for him to die in an accident. We were supposed to have 5 more years together. It's okay. I've learned to be grateful for the time we did have, instead of angry at the time we lost.
That's a good way to look at it. You were lucky to have found each other. Not everyone has that.
True.
Yeah, I am. Very lucky.
Verso stays a bit longer with CL. Though she doesn't show it, Verso knows she appreciates the support. Verso and CL understand each other. Verso and CL spend more time together before joining the others. Alright, Esquier, let's do it.
Laurie's scary when he's angry.
I guess he's not that different from my father.
Cousins.
Do you actually enjoy the romance of this story? Like, what do you mean romance? I enjoy engaging with the characters and like learning about the world and the lore.
I can't believe you told Ciel about the wine.
Oh, well, she's very persuasive.
Really?
And when she smiles at
Is it
me,
not
I
progressing
feel
to
warm
romance between
and
Verso, Lune,
fuzzy.
or am I misreading it? No, it's just a companionship thing. Like, you build them up a certain level and then that unlocks more skills as you learn more about the characters. I don't think there's actually a romance element, because Mael is like 16.
So she smiled at you and you cracked. Some secret keeper you are.
Oh, I thought I was more of a wine keeper than a secret keeper.
Well, great job there too. There's barely any wine left.
I thought you would understand. Don't lie. When she smiles at you, you feel warm and fuzzy too.
What? No, that's not true.
Are you getting warm? Your face looks kind of red. Oh, and she showed me a really cool rock.
You gave her all my best wine for a rock. Better be a special rock. What's this one called?
Oh, this rock has not yet introduced itself to me. so I don't know what to call it or what its special power is.
I see.
Oh, but Luna's helping me study it. She knows a lot about rocks.
Luna doesn't strike me as a rock enthusiast.
Luna knows a lot about lots of things. Talking to her is super fun. She's so interested and gets so excited. Just like you when we first met. You had so many questions about me and you and your...
You've been talking to Luna too?
Yes, why? You talk to her all the time. You guys are always talking.
Yeah, well...
And you like when she gets excited about stuff too.
That's not what... What exactly are you... No, forget it. We're getting off topic.
You seem flustered.
I'm not flustered.
Want a hug?
Of course.
Yeah.
Who would turn down an SK hug?
Urso and is relieved that SK has stopped talking about what he thinks of Lune and CL, and he's secretly touched that SK knows him so well. Nice. They then enjoy a giant hug that lasts for too long before returning to the others. Lasts far too long. Mael finds a spot where she can write. Spends some time writing Gustave's journal to honor his memory. She writes about everything, the painters, Elaine, Renoir, so no matter what happens, the truth will be written somewhere. She is sure that when she brings the apprentices back, they will want to read this story. Mael heads back. Go to sleep. Okay, we need to figure out now a CL guide. Oh, username color. Hey Callie, how's it going? This was the build. We now have the weapon. So we just need...
Of Claire Obscure, Crustal Crust Hell. But she still holds her own, especially with a few tweaks.
So we have Augmented First Strike, Ancient Sanctuary. Gold is nice too. Oh, that's a good color. What level is it? I guess we'll find out. Where it is on the map. Is he get a CL guide as well? This one. Here we go.
If you like running CL as your primary damage dealer, then in my opinion, this is the best, most fun, and most consistent build you can use. Unlike my previous Sacrifice CL build, which relied on a more gimmicky setup, this one is all about CL going in, dishing out huge damage and carrying fights entirely on her own. Starting from Act 2 and dominating all the way through the end of the game. Let's begin with the core of her kit, Fortell. I've broken this down in other videos, but for this build especially, it's crucial to understand how it works. Fortell is a unique stacking mechanic that CL applies to enemies. Most of her abilities either apply, consume, or scale off of these stacks. The more stacks you build, the more potential damage you unlock, or the more AP and utility you generate for your team. Here's the loop. Applying stacks generates Sun Charge, which increases AP gain from Moon abilities. Consuming stacks creates Moon Charge, which boosts AP generation from Sun skills. Once you have at least one charge from each, Twilight activates, doubling the Fortell stacks you apply and giving you a massive damage bonus. One of each charge gives a 50% damage boost, and each additional stack adds another 25%. This is why it is important to not necessarily enter Twilight on turn 2, so you can keep building up your stacks, which is what we are going to be doing in this build. We almost always enter Twilight with a full 150% bonus and full Fortell stacks on every enemy. This lets CL unleash absolutely disgusting numbers with very little setup. CL's job is to stack quickly, then burn those stacks at the right time to spike damage or refill your team's AP. To kick off this build, we're starting with Marking Card. It applies 3 Fortell stacks, deals solid damage, and marks an enemy for execution.
Marking Card. So let's just bring this over here and let's figure out what skills we want. So we got Bad Omen. Which I apparently don't have. So let's go to might as well just go back in here. Just go to the save point here. No, not attributes, we want skills. Twilight Dance, Fortune's Fury, Hour Sacrifice, Bad Omen, Marking Card, Sealed Fate, Phantom Blade. So this. Marking Card. Dark Wave. Okay, that's Dark Wave. Okay, let's recode. Wait, did I get them all? Sealed Fate. Twilight Dance. Oh, I got Twilight Slash, not Twilight Dance. That's Twilight Dance. Hell, I can reset again. I don't give a fuck. You want this, 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 this. And the one we don't have is this Grim Harvest, which I don't even use. So we should have everything. Oh, we don't have Searing Bond. Shit, we need one more point for Searing Bond. Bad Omen. Marking Card. Ah, shit, do it. No, there it is. Marking Card. No, this one's. Bad Omen, Marking Card, Dark Wave. Sealed Fate. Twilight Dance. Phantom Blade. Nice, we got them all. Perfect.
This lets CL unleash absolutely disgusting numbers with very little setup. CL's job is to stack quickly, then burn those stacks at the right time to spike damage or refill your team's AP. To kick off this build, we're starting with Marking Card. It applies 3 Foretell stacks, deals solid damage, and marks an enemy for execution. It's a valuable opener and stays relevant throughout the entire game. Next is Bad Omen, your core early AoE option. Against 3 targets, you instantly drop 6 stacks across the field. Even if one enemy dies early, the others are still loaded and ready to follow up on. Third is Delaying Slash, a sleeper hit that became one of my favorite skills after testing it. With our weapon setup, you'll be applying so many stacks that this hits absurdly hard. Even better, it pushes enemy turns back, which is incredibly powerful in a turn-based game. I've had fights where enemies never even got a chance to act. Next is Dark Wave, one of your most reliable damage tools. It deals solid AoE and scales harder the more stacks you've got. Paired with Bad Omen, it becomes a lethal combo that clears trash mobs very quickly. Phantom Blade comes next. CL might be the weakest breaker in the game, but break potential is way too strong to ignore. This skill gives her a very strong way to contribute. And with Foretell stacks built up, the break and real damage can be way higher than you will ever expect. Then there's Sealed Fate, your reliable single target nuke. I personally lean toward Delaying Slash and Phantom Blade for their utility, but Sealed Fate starts to shine once you hit the Act 2 damage cap. It's also your best answer to enemies who are immune to dark damage, which shows up pretty often in the late game. Since our final weapon deals earth damage, this allows us to bypass the immunity and becomes even more valuable. And finally, I'm going to add in the flex choice of Plentiful Harvest. Yes, this is a damage focused build, but early game AP is so limited that this skill can easily swing a fight in your favor. Restoring full AP to your entire team after dropping Foretell stacks is just way too good to pass up, if you would rather use it than Delaying Slash. Your early rotation depends on the situation. For AoE, Bad Omen into Dark Wave is a devastating 1-2 punch that clears groups with ease, as long as you got the AP to spend. Against tougher single targets, lead with Marking Card into either Delaying Slash or Sealed Fate. Both scale well, but Delaying Slash gives control and tempo advantage, while Sealed Fate just hits like a truck. And you can adapt these combos as the fight evolves. Use Phantom Blade whenever a break opportunity arises. Breaking enemies is always a high value play. And if you slotted in Plentiful Harvest, it's a great follow-up after Foretell Stack application to refill your team's resources and keep the momentum going. Act 3 is where this build hits full throttle. Once you get your weapon of choice, the entire kit clicks and the damage skyrockets. The only skill swap you'll make is trading Delaying Slash for Twilight Dance. This move extends the duration of Twilight and melts single target enemies when Foretell stacks are maxed, which they will be. It does cost a steep 9 AP, but it's well worth it. We keep Phantom Blade for breaks and Sealed Fate for its immunity coverage. Your endgame rotation takes a bit more planning, but once you've mastered it, the build flows beautifully. Most late game fights start with Bad Omen to hit everything and start the engine, but honestly the stacks don't matter that much. Once you trigger Twilight, every enemy will get 20 Foretell stacks automatically. So if AoE isn't needed, Marking Card is a better opener. It marks a target for the team and contributes to your Sun Charge buildup. After 2 turns of Marking Card, Bad Omen, or a mix between the two, you should have 4 Sun Charges, thanks to your weapon Martenon's double charge effect. You'll then trigger Twilight by using any Moon ability. Darkwave is great for group damage, or Phantom Blade for a bursty single target hit that will likely end in the enemy being stunned. Entering Twilight with 4 Sun and 2 Moon stacks gives you a huge 150% damage bonus. Instantly applies max stacks to every enemy and causes your weapon to deal bonus AoE damage on entry into the Twilight phase. That alone will usually wipe up the weaker enemies. One very critical note is you do not want to enter Twilight at the end of CL's final turn. The Twilight effect activates on her next turn, so if you can't follow up immediately, hold off until you can. This timing is what makes or breaks the flow of the build, and means this build isn't really meant to be played without Cheater. Once in Twilight, it's simple. Dark Wave to clear the board if you need AoE, or Twilight Dance to delete a thick boss. With full stacks, a free high damage AoE, and a 150% damage boost, nothing usually survives the first turn of Twilight. The only downside to this build is that you won't get the key weapon until Act 3. Until then, you'll be running a slightly off-brand version. For Act 2, go with Chedian or Corduron. Chedian is the meta pick. It stacks Foretell easily, has great luck scaling for Sealed Fate, and makes CL a monster in terms of damage output.
Pretty sure that's the one I'm using.
The downside is that she takes double damage. One hit, and it's lights out.
That's why I'm dying?
Corduron is the safer,
oh my
weirder
god.
choice.
My
It has great
weapon
scaling
is
in
why I'm
defense and luck,
dying!
adds a solid 50%
Oh my
damage boost,
God.
and doesn't make you a glass cannon. One of the drawbacks though is that it looks pretty damn ugly, which is only slightly less of a downside than if you don't enter Twilight within 3 turns, she dies from being cursed.
What?
Which truly really isn't a problem, as this build you should easily hit Twilight by turn 3 almost every time. Then we get to the real weapon, Martenon. This is a weapon that makes everything work.
Flying Manor.
It deals AoE damage.
Merchant Fusoka. The fuck? Why did he go all the way up there? I'm so confused. The fuck is going on? I'm guessing I don't need a real guide to it. Let's back to the continent.
Son,
Right there. Man, I hate the fucking controls on this. Half the time they don't fucking work.
here I come.
Wait, is that north? No, it's south. West. It's that thing right there. Or it's somewhere around here.
Here
Oh, it's north.
we go.
There it is.
Flash through the sky.
No, let's start Gestrel.
Here we go.
I'm confused.
Flashing through the sky.
It's not that. Where the hell is this flying manor? Oh wait, am I down here? I'm meant to be up here. Right? Or... I'm confused. Are we up there? Why the fuck does he go all the way up there? That's so confusing. Okay, yeah, no, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm a fucking idiot. It's... way the fuck up there.
Here we go.
Like, way, way, way the fuck up there. Danger. It's too high a level for me.
Flashing through the sky.
Well, let's see what happens.
This is where she lived.
So we gotta find a gestural merchant here. Oh shit. there's not really much to go. Might die if we get aggro, so we're just gonna kind of try and avoid aggro. Jeez, this thing's huge. This is a dead end. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, shit. Okay, I think I'm fucked. I know why I'm dying now, though. Bad omen. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, no, I cannot beat these.
Ready to evade. Ready to evade. I won't waste this. I'm ready.
Fuck, that's all that's there? Oh my god, I'm so dead. Well, that was useless.
Ready? Let's spill some ink.
45K, damn. Okay, I'm definitely watching the video and figuring out how to get to wherever I need to go. This place is just too strong.
A storm is coming.
Okay, first things first. Let's go back to the beginning and do exactly what she just did.
An advantage.
Okay, now going back here is the start. Because I went across this jump when I don't think I was supposed to. So I went to here, and then went completely opposite over here. And down here. Boom. Okay. Now that we're here. Wait, what? Why the fuck? What? It's just to get an item? God damn it. You mean a fucking wild goose chase?
Well, that will help.
Protecting shots. Wait, is he just right there? No, but apparently there's someone to talk to right there. Please must leave. Everything here is too powerful. Right after the fracture, this chroma maestro appeared. Swish, swish, lightning quick strokes of chroma, you see? Swish, swish. And she remade the broken land into all this around us. These floating islands with terrifying aura. This is goodbye. I leave for the sacred river. Okay, but where's the fucking Jestro? Okay, go up. Down.
Great.
Do I have to defeat that thing? Okay, well he's at the end of that thing. But it's in my way. Not in my way now.
Nice.
Oh shit, run!
Lock woman.
Right. Nope, that's it. Right there. That's the one I want, right? Fuck yeah.
Holy
Shit. It's already level 28. I need to wait for it to move so I can leave. Unless there's a save point over here somewhere.
What have we here?
We used to camp. Upgrade weapons level 32. Damn, that's powerful. Looks like he's walking away now. Alright, we got the weapon. That means we have all 3 weapons. We just need the Pictos now. Alright, we made it out. Well, oh, we're gonna have to call it here. I know it's been a really fucked up day, but that's how it goes sometimes. Oh. But again, tomorrow's another Friday, because we didn't get 2 days off back to back, so... Tomorrow should be a longer stream. Maybe we'll have something else set up. I don't know. We'll have to think of something. I'm just gonna do the visual overlay for short story and see how that is. We've already got the music for it, which is super chill. But remember, guys, as always, thanks for sticking around, thanks for hanging out, thanks for you know, being there. Because you guys are fucking awesome. So, yeah. Remember, if you can't say fuck you to your friends, who can you say fuck you to? Fuck you! Alright, who we raiding today? Who's the big one? Who's the one we want? Who's the one where it is? Where's the one at what does with? Looks like Get ready, guys.